You just deployed your Next.js app to production. Everything works. You close your terminal. Done for the day. Tomorrow, you push a small fix. Now what? SSH into the server, git pull, npm install, npm run build, restart pm2. Same 5 commands every single time. And one day, probably at 11 pm, you will typo a path or forget the pm2 restart and spend an hour debugging something that should have taken 30 seconds. Well, there is a better way. Push your code, walk away, and a minute later it's live. No terminal, no SSH, no chance to screw it up. That's what we are building today. In this video, you are setting up GitHub Actions for continuous deployment. When you push to your repo, GitHub will automatically SSH into your VPS, pull the latest code, run the build, and restart your app. By the end, you will never manually deploy again. So let's do it. Before we start, you need a Next.js app already deployed to a VPS, and if you followed my latest video, you are all set. And then you need the app running with the PM2 on your VPS and Nginx configured as reverse proxy. If you don't have this setup yet, then watch my previous video. The link is in the description. Alright, let's automate. GitHub Actions needs to SSH into your VPS. We'll create a dedicated SSH key for this. So on your local machine, go to your terminal and run a command to generate a new key. So run this command. Press enter and then press enter through the prompts. No passphrase needed for the automation. Okay, it's done. So if you look at it above, it has generated two files, github-actions and github-actions.pub. So this one is the private key that would stay secret, and this is the public key that would go on the VPS. Now let's copy the public key to the VPS. So for that, first I will copy the path that I want to copy. Type this command ssh-copy-id-i and use the file name, file path, and then type root at, here you need to provide the IP of your VPS. So let's go to the VPS dashboard and here copy this IP address and paste it like that. Okay, now press enter. Alright, here you will be asked for the VPS password. SSH copy ID needs to authenticate before adding the new key. So enter your root password here. In my case, I have set up the SSH key in the last video. So that's why I have to transfer my key to the remote VPS through a different approach. For that, I will run this command. So just paste this command. Let me explain. So this is the GitHub Actions public key that we just generated above here. So we are using cat and we are using pipe to get the output of this public key, and we are passing it into this. So here we are using SSH command to enter into our VPS server through this root at the IP, and we are using the SSH private key that was generated in the last video to authenticate to this remote VPS. This is the key to enter in the remote VPS server. So that's why we are passing it, and then we are saving the output of this pub into the authorized keys file of the remote VPS server. So this manually appends the new key using your existing Hostinger key for access. So let me press enter. Alright, no error message. So looks like it worked. Before making any conclusion, let's verify if it is working. So I'm going to run this command ssh-i and I'm using the private key of the GitHub Actions, and now hitting this remote VPS server and press enter. Okay, I got the access of the server by using the GitHub-actions. So if you also get in, then perfect. Everything is great so far and we can proceed from here. Just type the exit to close the connection. In your case, if the connection fails, make sure your VPS IP is correct, the SSH key was copied completely, or your VPS firewall allows SSH on port 22. SSH key done, that was the hardest part. Everything after this is copy paste. Now GitHub Actions needs three pieces of information. First, your VPS IP address. Second, your SSH private key. Third, the username that is root in our case. I'm going to speed through this, so it's just filling in 3 boxes. So go to your GitHub repo, go to the setting, go to the secrets and variables, go to the actions and click on the new repository secret. Here we need to add the variable VPS underscore host, and then in the value we need to add the VPS IP address. So in my case, this is the IP address that I have to use. So copy that, go back to the GitHub, paste it here, click on the add secret. I need to add another secret. So click on the new repository secret, the VPS underscore username, and the value would be root, and click on the add secret. Now we need to add another secret. Secret name would be this VPS SSH key. Now we need to paste the SSH private key that we generated earlier recently. So to get the private key, you have to run this command cat and the path of the private key that you want to use. So this is the GitHub Actions private key that we generated earlier. So we have to copy this entire thing. So copy it and go back to the GitHub, paste the value here, add secret. Look at this. Your secrets page look like this. 3 secrets, no errors. GitHub now has everything it needs to deploy your app. In your Next.js project, we need to create the folder structure. So here in the root, I am going to create a file deploy.yml in the .github/workflow/deploy.yml. So this would automatically create the nested folders for us, and the file is here. Now paste this workflow. I have linked the blog article in the description from where you can copy it directly. So the important thing here is that replace your repo with your actual folder name in your remote VPS. So in the remote VPS, if I show you what we had earlier there, let me SSH into it again. I will press enter and I will get access to my remote VPS server, and here I will take you to the cd/vr/www, and here let me show you. We have this folder Next.js-hostinger-demo. This is our Next.js project. That's why here we should replace it with the actual name that is in your remote VPS, and it is Next.js-hosting-demo. Here is what matters. On line number 5, it triggers this on every push to main branch, and line 15 to 18, these lines use your secrets to SSH in, and line number 19 to 24, these lines run your deploy commands in your remote VPS server. Now if you are thinking I don't really understand YAML, then you don't need to. This is just copy paste, grab it from the description or from the blog article, save the file, and let's commit and push. Add a commit message, commit it and push it. So this push will trigger the work. So now go to your GitHub repo and go to the actions tab. Here you will see the workflow running. Click on it to see the logs. You saw that it is failed. It is basically the classic SSH non-interactive shell issue. The problem is that when GitHub Actions SSH in, it doesn't load your bash RC where NVM and NPM or PM2 are configured. We have to make some change in the script. So here in this file, I have to add another line of code on the top. Let me fix the spacing here and save it. What I changed here is that we are directly loading the NVM by using this new line of code. It set the NVM directory to load the NVM script so that all of the NPM and other things can be available that we need. Now let's commit. Okay, the deployment has started, so let's open it and watch to make sure that it is working or not. So we got some errors here about 504 error. There might be different reasons. We are using the master version here, so it uses the latest commit of this action, which might have issues. I will use the v1.0. So tagged versions are basically stable and tested, so it's better to use them. Also 50 errors are temporary GitHub server issues. So let's try it again and push it once more and go back to the GitHub. The deployment has been started. Let's see if this work. Okay, this time I see the progress. Okay, it seems to be working fine so far. Okay, look at this. It has connected to the VPS. It has pulled the code. Here you see git pull origin main, and then it ran the build command, and then it restarted the PM2 as you can see here, and then at the end finally you see the success message here. That's mean everything was completed. Also you see this PM2, and here the status is online after restarting. So that's great. Everything is now functional. Now let's test it with a real change. Go back to your Next.js application and go to the source page.tsx on the top. So just paste it there, and this is how it is going to look like. It would say deployed with GitHub Actions, and it should be there. Now it's time to stage, commit and push. So go back to the terminal or editor and commit your changes. I'm using the command line this time, and it has been pushed. And now go back to the GitHub, go to the actions, and you will see that the deployment has been triggered. So you can watch it again. So this another workflow is running. Wait a minute or two. Bigger apps take longer. So once it is done, we will reload the browser. It is done. Now go to the browser and open your domain, reload it, and see our changes are live. So you just deployed without touching the terminal. This is continuous deployment. If your workflow fails, check these three things. First, secrets are spelled correctly that we added here earlier, like VPS host, VPS username, VPS SSH key. And make sure that SSH private key was copied completely, including the begin end lines. And make sure that folder path in the deploy.yml file matches your actual VPS folder here, this line. And that's it. You now have automated deployments. Every push to main branch goes straight to the production. What you built in this video: GitHub Actions workflow that runs on every push, secure SSH connections from GitHub to your VPS, and automatic pull, build and restart the process. So if you set this up and it worked, then drop a comment. I read all of them, and if you hit a snag, comment that too. I will help you to debug. In the next video, react on Hostinger VPS. And there is one mistake I see in almost every React VPS tutorial, and I will show you how to avoid it. Subscribe so you catch it. See you in the next video.